Hello, hello, hello. I don't know why I'm being extra quiet. Alright, there we go. Alright, y'all. Give me 1 second. I'm talking about 1 second. I came on live, but I forgot I ain't have on a, I need to put on my clothes. Let me say that. So, I just have like a quick little thingy thing. Quick little divine message I want to share with y'all. Right? Alright. Quick little message. Y'all know I'm getting ready for work. Getting ready for work. We doing it. Alright. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Amazing Grace. Alright, so I have a ritual, right? I have a ritual. Of course, I have a ritual. Okay, I'm like the ritual queen. Hold on a second. Let me send it to my iPad real quick. Okay. So let me. Okay, hold on. All right. Okay, guys. So we are in. Look, we are in new moon energy, right? We're in new moon energy, and y'all know I only have a few minutes, okay? I only have a few minutes. We're in new moon energy. Now I want to tell y'all that this is one of the darkest new moons that has happened all year, right? That happens all year. But this particular new moon, let me make sure y'all can hear me. Y'all can hear me good? Can y'all hear me good? I hope y'all can hear me good, okay? Because I'm in my bathroom, so it might sound like a little echo. Okay, cool. This particular new moon is in Scorpio, right? This is a Scorpio new moon, y'all. But Mars is in Scorpio and Mercury is in Scorpio, okay? Mercury is in Scorpio as well, right? And Mars. So this makes it so. This is a spelling, okay? Spelling, okay? Not like like we in the spelling contest, which is crazy because my son is entering into the spelling bee actually during this time as well too. Y'all send some prayers up to my little baby Nas, okay? But this is actually a spelling new moon, right? All right, listen. I can only imagine because yesterday I'm like, ugh. This morning I woke up. This morning I woke up and I was like, I literally talked to my spirit team and I was like, should I spell this particular girl, right? I was like, should I put a spell on her? And y'all should have heard my spirit team like, wait, what's going on? What's going on? What are you doing? What's happening? Like, are we going 10 steps back? Like, y'all should have like seen me during meditation because I literally wanted to get up. Like, I wanted to hear what they had to say, but like something in me, the Scorpio in me, okay, look, Scorpio sun, Scorpio rising, Scorpio Mercury, motherfucking Scorpio Uranus, Scorpio Saturn, like all that Scorpio energy in me was saying, hex that hoe. What? Hex her, right? But the healed Scorpio in me was saying, bitch, what? Like what? Like for what? For what? Because they did this, because they did that, and I'm like, it don't even make sense. Like, what did we teach you? Okay, and so I had to like, what I did was after I finished my meditation and talking to my spirit team and whatnot, and people are gonna feel some type of way about what I'm saying, but this is like me being honest, and y'all know I don't sugarcoat shit. I don't sugarcoat like I don't sugarcoat stuff. Okay, and so these are the things that you know, people aren't going to be honest and say this. Okay, they're not going to be honest and say this. They're going to be like, oh my gosh, she said she was going to hex somebody, so what makes it think that she's not going to hex somebody in the future? You know, I can't predict the future, and some people do. You know, hex and hoes matter, y'all. That's trademark. Hex and hoes absolutely matter, and some people really do deserve to be hexed. But this particular, you know, right now is not the time. It's not the time. Why? Because all of these signs are in Scorpio, right? And so, I asked my spirit team once I calmed down, you know, because I woke up from and I said a female. It actually was a male. You know, I said a female, but let me be honest with y'all. It actually was a male. So it was two dreams that I had, right? And I was really fighting to get out of my dream state this morning. I was fighting to you must be feeling my energy. I feel everybody energy, okay? I was fighting to get out of my dream state this morning, and I had a y'all know sex dreams are not normal. So Scorpio energy, y'all. Scorpio energy. If y'all having sex dreams right now, it's a if you're having a lot of sexual like sexual thoughts are coming, or like just sexual energy is rising up, you want to masturbate. It's nothing wrong with masturbation. Turn it into something sacred, right? But you know, there's sexual energy that's coming up when we should be creating. Okay? We should be creating. And that's what the distraction is. So I had a sex dream, y'all. That was the first dream that I had. It was a sex dream. And y'all, no, no, not right. So I forced myself out of the dream. This was the very first dream that I had. I forced myself out of the dream, and I woke up and I started praying my prayer whenever I have a sex dreams, because sex dreams are not normal, y'all. They're not normal. So me and my husband have established that, you know, that's just not how we're gonna show up. We're gonna show up in person. Like, what? Okay, we want something, we're gonna get it in person. Okay. But so if we have an erotic, I guess that's the word I'm supposed to use. It sounds more better. It sounds better, not more better. It sounds better. Okay. So if we have a erotic dream, we have established that we wake up, we say a particular prayer, a particular mantra. Wow, my stock went up. My stock went up. I love that. Okay? Y'all stock is rising. Not just y'all physical stock, but y'all spiritual stock too. Okay? So we have established that, you know, we're going to wake up, we say a particular mantra. You know, it's not anything to really discuss, and we just rebuke that energy in the name of the Divine Mother, in the name of God, in the name of the blood of Jesus, okay? Whichever way it flows out, that's the way we rebuke it, right? And so this morning I had the sex dream. I woke up. Now that was the first time I woke up, and I looked at the time when I woke up too. So it was around like 3, almost 4 o'clock, right? By the time I got done praying, it was 4 o'clock. That's when I looked at the time, because I didn't grab my phone first. Okay, I started praying instantly. Okay, my phone has a lot of energy on it, so I'm not gonna grab my phone and look at the time to see what time motherfuckers attack. I'm gonna see what time I got done whooping their ass with that prayer. Okay, so it was like 4 o'clock when I got done praying. And I didn't roll out of my bed. I stayed right there in where it happened, right there on the battlefield. Okay. And so I prayed and I reclaimed my throne. Okay. My body is mine. I have a say on who touches it. My temple. I reclaimed everything about what was around me. Okay. And I know that this is Scorpio energy, right? I know this is Scorpio energy. And also the person that I had a dream about is a water sign, okay? And they play in energy. And so I'm like, absolutely fucking not. Absolutely fucking not. No. So I rebuked that energy, you know, called myself back to center, and I went right back to sleep. So when I go back to sleep, y'all, I'm in another dream where That shit was mad fucking annoying. It was mad annoying, y'all. It was, I've had this dream like maybe 2-3 times in the last like week or so. It has been about another spiritualist. Okay, I'm not going to give people titles that they're not, but another spiritualist, right? And this spiritualist was asking me about ingredient. You know, not telling me what they're making, not telling me anything, but they was asking me about a particular ingredient. Okay, I'm gonna take notes of it or whatever the case is. I'm also not gonna say the ingredient out loud here, but they were asking me about ingredient to something. And so I had told them in the dream, I was like, what are you using this for? And they was like, to something with their energy. But it wasn't like, whatever it was, they needed to house their energy in, or whatever the case is, right? And I was like, no, you don't use that, you use this. And so those two ingredients, all right, those two particular ingredients, and one of them I don't use at all, and then the other one is actually something that you should not use on your body. You should not what is it, ingest it or anything like that. And so what the person was creating was actually like something, you know, that they didn't put a warning label on or whatever the case is. And so it just made me take notes of being aware with something that I'm creating too. All right. Now, hold on a second, y'all. Let me put my eyelashes on, okay? Ooh, your girl in there, okay? Where she at? She in there? I like these little Chinese eyelashes I got at the little Chinese store, okay? Asian store. I don't know if they Chinese. Alright. Okay. Work them little eyelashes up quick, okay? So, anyway. Now, this is one of the darkest new moons, right? This is one of the darkest new moons of the year, because there are a lot of placements that are in Scorpio. So during the new moon, there's certain things that you do. You do banishing spells, right? You do banishing spells. You don't do manifestation work. You don't these are just like rules all around that should just, you know, like people should really just know like certain things. You can do recall energy, and you can do like cleansing during the new moon. You can do charity, like giving things away. But what you don't want to do is you don't want to brag about it. You don't want to really tell people about it. You give away a lot of your dark clothes to homeless people, or either you buy things and give them away. You take care of mothers during the dark moon, okay? Because especially like your elders and stuff, like elders, okay? Elders in general. But the mother is prayed to more so than not, okay? Or either like Lord Shiva or Vishnu, any avatar of Vishnu, Krishna. Just listening to like, you know, soft energy, right? Soft energy to soften that fire in you. Because during the dark moon, okay, during the new moon is when people that are not spiritually aligned with the energy of the planets, right? When they're not spiritually aligned with the energy of the planets, they just be out here doing any old motherfucking thing, okay? And you know, I'm not here to teach everybody. I'm only here to teach a select few that's going to also teach a select few that's going to teach a select few. And so we can't have any type of hate in our heart when it comes to who we teaching, what it is that they're doing, and who they teaching and who they teaching. Okay, it's almost like Reiki. Okay, you know how like you got a Reiki master, the top Reiki master, and then when they get accredited, they go and teach, they become a Reiki teacher, and then it passed down. But when you get that certificate, it says what the you know, like I got my Reiki master, my Reiki certification from this Reiki master. They got theirs from this, and it just kind of gives you the lineage, whatever the word is, LINEAGE or LINAGE, whatever. Okay, all right. It's spelling time, not spelling time. All right. So it's about that energy. Y'all, let me tell y'all something about this bathroom. This new bathroom that I have, right? Side note. So the toilet is here in front of me, right? The toilet tissue used to be on the counter to the right. But now they put the toilet tissue in front of the toilet, but the wall is so far from each other. So it's just like you gotta literally stand your ass up and grab the tissue. It's so annoying. But I'm so grateful. I can't, you know, they probably ain't want to drill a hole in their nice, beautiful cabinets because it's so cute. Rich Rising. Okay, it's so cute. They probably ain't want to drill a hole, but it's so cute. Like the cabinets, I mean the drawers that's on the cabinet, like all, I don't know, they just push in themselves. You just push them a little bit, and then they have like this magnet pull to them. Even the cabinets, like they just automatically close. I just love it. Okay, it's so cute. But anyway, and then it's got a nice little granite on the countertop, and then granite on the bathtub. It's okay. You're getting it. You're getting it. You're getting it. All right, you're getting it. And that's only a piece of paper. It's a lot of people that don't have their certification that do Reiki. Okay, pastors. Let's start right. But spiritually mastered, that part right there. Preachers and pastors, they don't have their Reiki certifications either, but they do Reiki. Okay, they definitely do Reiki. So anyway, y'all, let me give y'all this ritual real quick. Okay, that came to me this morning. Right. So you need a black and a white candle. All right. So it's called Mind Your Own Timeline. Okay. Mind Your Own Timeline. All right. So this is where you feel like, okay, I see somebody that quote unquote has my destiny, have my timeline, or whatever the case is, right? And that's really not the case. I jazzed it up, okay? I jazzed it up for us, so let me give it to y'all, okay? So when you are chosen, right? When you are chosen, people will water down people will water down what they're trying to create. And let me tell y'all this too. The devil gives blessings. All right. So I wrote on my Twitter yesterday, y'all. I have a new Twitter. I'm going to share it with everybody. I have a new Twitter. It's not really a new Twitter. It's an old Twitter. That apparently like Twitter wanted me to verify my identity or whatnot. And so I went ahead and did that. It's Jupiter Occult though. All right. So people steal from what they cannot create. Okay. Now, if you are tapped into a higher frequency, these people are just copying your symptoms. Okay. They're copying your symptoms. They are not really doing the work. Like, for example, they confuse and they will say, you feel, you know that you're going through an ascension, right? And these people are saying, oh, is anybody else? And they got clear. Okay. They will literally put on a show like they're going through an ascension as well. In reality, they're not. So these birds right here, These birds right here, it's actually 4 of them. Y'all can't see the other one. It's 1, 2, 3, but there's one that's over here. These birds had showed up on Sunday. They showed up. This is my house, y'all. This is where I live. They showed up, and this is where I parked at, right here. Okay, I parked. I seen these birds. At first it was 3, then it became 4, and then they started circling around my house. They started circling around my apartment, and these particular birds right here, they're called it started with a G. Maybe it's like a gecko. Not a gecko. That's not what it is. It's not a gecko. Okay, but they are like chaotic crow cousins. I thought they were crows until I took a picture of them and I put them in and I looked up what they mean. Okay, yes, this is a picture that I took. Okay, it's actually a live video. It's a video, and I took this from the video. So because I took a video of them circling around my house, right? And these are crows' chaotic cousins, but they come from the ancestors to deliver messages when someone is trying to spiritually spy on you. Okay, and so I asked Divine. I pulled cards. I talked to my dowsers. And I asked Divine, like, what is the message? And they was like, oh, there are 4 people. There are 4 people that is spiritually being spied on, and they came to me. Their ancestors have came to me to deliver a message to y'all to let y'all know that whatever the attack was, baby, it was blocked. Okay, it was blocked. And so I asked Spirit to keep showing me clarification on what exactly the attack was, right? And so this is it right here. The sex dream, the spiritualist copying, okay? The releasing before the releasing. Like, let's say you say, okay, you're not online saying that you're not on 3 and 4 had all these birds in the back. Wow. And 3 and 4. It was 3 birds and then the 4th one showed up. I promise you. They're not ravens either. They're not ravens. It starts with a G. I'll post it in my community tab and tell y'all exactly what it was. And I'm gonna break it down for y'all on like what the 3 to the 4 is as well. Okay. So spirit. Okay, so the other thing was it's not a raven. It's not a raven. Not even a form of a raven. It's a whole different Texas fucking species, apparently. Like, they're very popular down here. It starts with a G. You know what? Let me just go find it. Hold on a second. Okay. So it says Gracklets. Grackles. Okay. So this is the thing. I thought it was a raven. I thought it was a crow. But this is, yes. Yes. And so this is what Spirit also is pointing out as well. It looked like a particular type of bird, but it's a whole different species, okay, that comes with its own different message. That's the thing right there. So anyway, y'all, let me get into this ritual that I want to give y'all, okay? So it's called Mind Your Own Timeline. What it blocks is people copying your ideas, energetically reading your next move, and people using spirit to shadow your creativity, destiny leeches, timeline parasites, and idea thieves. That's exactly what it blocks, okay? This ritual, all right? So you need a black candle, a white candle. If not a white candle, you need a gold candle. The white or gold candle seals your timeline, okay? You need a piece of paper and you need a bowl of water, okay? Now, if you are a spiritualist that does work, all right? I'm IntuitiveMom. That's what my handle is, all right? I'm IntuitiveMom. My place of business is Jupiter Occult. However, I'm not putting Jupiter Occult on my paper because on a piece of paper, you're going to write your handle, okay? Or you're going to write your name. On my piece of paper, I'm going to put Robbie Alexis Ross. Okay, I'm not going to say my other last name. I'm going to put Robbie Alexis Ross, IntuitiveMom. Because I'm not doing this for y'all. I love y'all. Hearts. I love y'all. But y'all got to do it yourself. Okay? Y'all have to do it yourself. So you're going to put, you know, Amazing Grace or whatever your handle is. Okay? I will honestly put your old handle and I will put Amazing Grace on there. And I will put, you know, your real name on there. Put your God-given government name. Okay? Your physical mother government given name. All right? Because God-given name, God was like, I told you to name that baby Muhammad, and you didn't name him Kevin. Okay? So the mother given name, all right? All of our names, put all of your names on there, but don't put your, if you do work for other people online, like I'm not putting Jupiter Occult. The reason why I'm not putting Jupiter Occult is because I have people on my page that don't like me, but they still do my work. So I'm not gonna cover those people. I'm not really covering those people. I pray for y'all when I do my readings, that spirit just drop y'all mask and y'all kind of just drop the ego and be like, yeah, girl, look, I was mad at you before, but you right, and da 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 da. Cool. But I'm not gonna put Jupiter Code on there. Okay? I'm not gonna put Jupiter Code on there. Like, I'm going to cover Intuitive Mom's creations, okay? I'm Intuitive Mom. I'm going to cover my creations, my timeline. So anyway, these are the steps, all right? Real quick on the steps because I got 9 minutes to be to work, okay? So you need to light a black candle. You're going to light a black candle. Y'all remember this, okay? We're 26 minutes in. Start at 25 minutes. Skip everything I said before. Start at 25 minutes, okay? You're going to light a black candle. You're going to say, I cut every cord of imitation, projection, spiritual surveillance. My path is my own. Step 2, you're going to write this on the paper, okay? My destiny is sealed. My gifts are encrypted. My ideas are mine alone. Step 3, hold the paper over the bowl of water. Remember, the water is communication with the ancestors and the divine. Hold the paper over the bowl of water, okay? And say, no one can enter what divine has locked. Nothing or no one can enter what divine has locked, okay? Step 4, dip the edge of the water and the edge of the paper inside of the bowl. Just the edge, y'all. Don't be going submerge the shit, because if you submerge it, okay, you ain't gonna be able to do this next step. You're going to dip the edge of the paper inside of a bowl of water, right? And next, you're gonna dip the paper over the bowl of water and say, no one can enter what divine has locked. You're going to dip the edge of the paper in the water. This symbolizes dissolving access to your field, okay? Number 5, light. So listen to what I'm saying. You're not even lighting the candle into number 5, okay? Number 5, you are going to light the white candle, okay? I'm sorry, you're going to light the black candle to begin with anyway. All right, so number 5, you are going to light the white candle, okay? And it says, this is what you're going to say as you light the white candle and you have that piece of paper in your hand. Every blessing meant for me returns to me multiplied. No shadow can outrun my dharma. No shadow can outrun your soul's purpose, okay? These motherfuckers is lurking in the shadows and they're trying to get ahead of you, when in reality, you're the blueprint. Bitch, tell that shadow to get behind you and stay in their motherfucking place. Be fucking behind you. Did I say all 4 edges, Lori? Not all 4 edges. 1 edge, Lori. 1 edge. Just little. I love when you ask questions like that, though, because somebody else is thinking that. Somebody else is thinking that. I had to make sure. I know. Just 1 edge, okay? Do not submerge the water. If you wet all 4 edges, the paper may not burn the way that you need it to burn, okay? And to be honest, like, I'm going to do the most. I'm going to write my name all over that motherfucking piece of paper. I'm not going to just write it one time. I'm going to write it big as fuck in the middle. I'm going to use an 8x10 piece of paper. I'm going to write that bitch big as fuck in the middle. And then I'm going to make it real tiny, super tiny, all over the rest. I'm going to fill all spots of it on that piece of paper. Y'all don't have to use an 8x10. You can use a 4x6, whatever the fuck, okay? Whatever size, I don't give a... You can use, and don't say you don't have no paper. Don't say you don't have no paper. Whatever cardboard box, Share that bitch, okay? It don't matter what kind of paper you use. It don't matter if it's parchment paper. It don't matter if it's cooking paper, baking paper, line paper, unlined paper. It don't matter what color pen you use. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, okay? This that fire energy right here, okay? So, number 5, you're going to light the white candle or the gold candle, and you're going to say, every blessing meant for me returns to me multiplied. No shadow can outrun my dharma. Okay? Number 6, you're going to place the paper under the white, not under, but you're going to place the paper, you're going to burn the paper fully, okay? Now, this is the thing right here. However you do this, right? So this is how I'm going to do it. I have a glass bowl, right, that I burn things in. I call it my burn bowl, right? It's a glass bowl or some type of bowl or whatever the case is, right? This is just safely. I'm going to burn the piece of paper, but then I'm going to set my candle right on top of the paper as it's burning. Okay? So if the candle end up burning up, I'm not using a glass case candle. Like I'm going to take one of my tea light candles. I'm going to take it out of the foil. Okay, I'm going to take it out of the foil, or either I'm going to use, let's walk through the house. Let me text them and tell them I'm going to be like, okay. Can you say 1, and 3 again? This one I'm going to be late. Play the video back. Stop playing. Play the video back. Let me go get my pad. Y'all, I do not even have my work pants on. Ooh. Okay. I'm glad that video, that picture I just put up there, I'm glad that wasn't, no naked picture or nothing. Y'all see my chart? So this all I have in Scorpio. Y'all see the 8th house rules by my ascendant, my sun, my Mercury, and my Saturn. Okay? Scorpio, Libra, Venus. This is my chart right here. That's my chart. Okay? Mars and Jupiter, Aquarius. That's my chart, y'all. Okay? My moon sign in Pisces and oh, y'all can't see that because the chair in the way. See? See? Y'all can't see it right there. Okay? She's doing. Okay. That's my chart, y'all. That's my chart. Okay? I almost ended the motherfucking live trying to take it off. Okay. Oh, here we go. All right. So this is my black candle that I'm going to use. And this is my white candle that I'm going to use. Okay. I said I was going to use a tea light candle, but I honestly don't think I have any more. I just did some collective rituals. And I don't think I have any more. And these are the only gold candles that I have right now. They're like little birthday candles. They're not really birthday candles. They actually came with like a little holder or something. But yeah. So these are the only gold candles. And I feel like I probably just need to just use the white one. Because bitch, what? I mean, birthday candle, it will do. All right. If you have a birthday candle. But I just feel like I need to use the white one. So these are my favorite white candles, y'all. Okay. These are my favorite white candles. I get this box off of Amazon. I do a lot of they burn for about 3 hours. Okay. This is a new box. So yeah, let's go. We got stuff to get through real quick. All right, so step 5, you are going to light the white candle. You're going to light the white candle, and you are going to say, every blessing meant for me returns to me multiplied. No shadow can outrun my dharma. Number 6, you are going to place the candle under, like over the paper or under the paper or whatever the case is. But this is how we doing this. This is the paper, right? I'm going to burn it. And then as it's on fire, y'all don't be scared of fire either. As it's on fire, I'm going to throw it into my bowl. And then this is not my burner bowl, just FYI. This is my black salt, okay? And then I'm going to set the candle on top of it. So it's just going to still be on fire. So if my candle end up burning all crazy or whatever, because the paper that I'm using is huge, it doesn't matter. Like, it's a fire ritual. It's a fire ritual. It'll work out. It'll work out. All right. You can do this outside your house. You can do this inside of your house. Okay. Y'all just be safe. Okay. Just be safe. I always have to tell y'all that. Okay. I need to do an Amazon haul or start making my own. Just do the Amazon haul to begin with. When you say you're going to make, I'm not saying don't make your own, but when you say you're going to make your own, sometimes we procrastinate. And so sometimes we need to buy the material that we need first and then move this energy out the way. All right. Move this energy out the way. So number 6, I already said it. Let it burn fully. Let the piece of paper burn fully. If you see that the piece of paper is missing spots here and there, take your candle, light that bitch to the spots that is missing. Okay. All right. So the white candle, not the black candle. Yes. Like the black candle is going to be burning safely, just sitting wherever it's sitting. Okay. The black candle, y'all see this black candle? This probably lasts about 6 hours. And this one lasts about 3. So this candle, I'm going to put it safely like on a plate. What I like to do is I like to drop wax onto a plate and then stick it down. Okay. And it'll stand up just fine. All right. Any candles like this, if you drop wax onto the plate and then you just stick it, in the hot wax, it'll stand up. Okay. So yes, so the black candle is going to continue to burn. If you want to use a 7-day candle or a 3-day candle, black candle, fine. Fine. Okay. But we want this energy to move as quick as this fucking new moon is going to move. Okay. Because this is one of the darkest new moons that, people's dark energy is doing work while we sleep. So I just wanted to move quicker, so I'm going to do the 6 hour. I'm going to do this 6 hour candle. I don't have any small black candles, I think. I don't. These are other size candles that I have, like little chime candles, but I don't have any black ones. Do not substitute the colors. Don't substitute the colors. You need a black candle. All right, Jaman Kali. You need a black candle. All right. So, now number 7, when you finish, this is what you're going to say. All right. Their lane is their lane. Okay. His lane, her lane, their lane is their lane. Okay. Word that however you see fit. If you know that somebody is trying to timeline swap with you and you know that it's a woman, her lane is her lane. You know that it's a man, his lane is his lane. If you just want to be open, them. Their lane is their lane, okay? All right? So their lane is their lane. My lane is mine. And my lane is protected, okay? My lane is protected. This is not the time that we are praying for our enemies. Okay? This is a hidden enemy exposure timeline block. Okay? Hidden enemy exposure timeline block. Now, although we have hidden enemies, a lot of y'all know who y'all hidden enemies are. I know who my hidden enemies are. I know whether they're man, woman, trans, gay. I know all of that, okay? I know all of that. I know what energy they show up in. I know that a woman that spiritually tries to timeline swap with me or whatever, I know that she shows up in masculine energy whenever it's something spiritual, because that's just how she likes to arrive, okay? And I'm just like, no, bitch, I know you're a weak nigga, okay? And okay, anyway. Now, this is the real tea. You are not behind them. They are orbiting you. Just like, let's go back to the picture. This is a different picture, y'all. That's a different picture. That's when it first was 3. Okay? This is a different picture. So anyway, so they are not behind you. They are orbiting you. They may move quicker, but they're only watching you for directions. Okay? They cannot outrun what your ancestors have already written. Okay? And nobody can outrun this Scorpio energy that's coming. Okay? Nobody can outrun this Scorpio energy that is actually here. Let me not say that it's coming. The new moon energy is already alive at 5. Nobody can outrun it. Okay? Not y'all, not them, not nobody can outrun it. Okay? So just know, you are not competing. You are being copied, okay? You are being copied. Somebody is sitting down taking notes on you. And that is fine, right? That is fine. They want to take notes. They need to just take notes from you. So let me not say that's fine. They need to take notes from you and not on you, okay? And that's what they're doing. Instead of taking notes from you, y'all, I love that. Y'all see that over my head? Okay. Shri Sai. Like, just blessing the path. Like, it just looked like a little crown. Okay. Thank you. All right. So, and things that are copied only hold power until the original shows up. Okay. Things that are copied, they only hold power until the original shows up. Do not rush what divine has designed for you, because at the end of the day, the devil gives blessings. Okay. The devil gives blessings. Just stay in the light. Do not compete where you don't compare it. You don't compare with dark energy, so don't compete with dark energy. Okay. And if somebody wants to try to look 333 twice on the highway, okay? If someone wants to try to stop you by taking notes on you and trying to use you as a puppet, just send that energy away and back. All right? Their timeline is their timeline and your timeline is yours, and yours is protected. I don't know what the fuck these motherfuckers doing. All right? Obviously it's not protected if their spirit team allows them to copy people, okay, or to manipulate people, or to harass or steal from people or block people. It's not protected, because all they doing is just ranking up more karmic debt. Okay, so y'all, if y'all feeling this energy, y'all make sure y'all like the video. Y'all make sure that y'all share the video, go back and watch it or whatnot. And there are 7 steps that I gave y'all. Okay, there are 7 steps. Write it down on a piece of paper. Don't be listening to me while y'all are doing y'all ritual. Don't have me in y'all energy while y'all are doing the ritual. And these are very simple, y'all. Y'all don't need to set up a big old altar for this. Y'all don't need to do a lot for this, okay? These are super simple. You can do it outside. You can do it inside. I see 666, actually. And you see 7. I got it. 6 to the 7, all right? Oh, listen, that my kids are hot on that. I had to teach them about that. They talking about 6, 7, whatever the case is. And I was like, that is Shango energy, y'all. That's Shango energy. I had to break that down. I was like, that's definitely Shango energy. I had to tell them what the boy is and all that stuff. They like, oh, I was like, oh yeah, and let me show y'all. Like, is that where we going with this? So, y'all, I love y'all. Okay, they are, Y'all, they are. I was thinking of all types of stuff. I'm like, oh, do I need to put a particular working altar back up? Spirit was like, you just do the most. And I got guided. I actually got guided for this ritual. I got guided back to one of my journals. I got guided back to one of my journals, y'all. Listen, back to one of my journals, and I was like, hold on, let me see. So this is something that, just had to come back out. Death and rebirth. It's something that I put behind me, but Spirit told me to, pull it back out. All right, pull it back out. They work. That's the problem right there. They work. They work. That's what they immediately too. I love it. I love it. All right, y'all. So let me get out of here. I'm already 11 minutes behind at work. I don't got much to do. I ain't even worried about it. I need to go change my pants though. All right, so I love y'all, and I will talk to y'all later. Listen back, take notes, and share it, y'all. Share it, because at the end of the day, the more people that get on their timeline, it will be great. It would be great. Like, get on y'all's own timeline, okay? Everyone have a blessed day, and I'm sending a lot of love and positivity to y'all. I'm going to put in the community tab what this means. And Amanda, I'm also going to put for everybody, I'm going to put black salt in the community tab, because we have black salt, y'all. Everybody should have received some black salt, okay? So if you don't have any black salt, any specially made black salt, all right, that has been chanted over, this is Lord Shiva's black salt. I have ashes in here and everything, y'all. So let's give death to this chaotic energy and rebirth something positive. All right, Namah Shivaya. Thank y'all. Love y'all.